Hey everyone, it's Dustin again, and thank you for checking back with me here at Operation Tradefront. I just wanted to record this quick video as just an update of the journey thus far, and I wanted to talk about a couple of things with my account that's gotten me to where I am now. So, starting out, you'll see my account balance is $13,137.03. That's not a big account by any means. It's also not a small account. People do small accounts all the time, and I've got smaller accounts than this one as well. So whether you're just starting out, whether you have a lot of money, whether you've been doing it for a long time, you can start anywhere. And that's some of the things that I want to talk about here in this video. As you can see, now today is August 29th, Saturday. This is from yesterday, even though it says today, it's from Friday, August 28th. And I was up $222.47 or 1.72%. And I want to talk about this in just a little bit when it comes to percentages and dollar amounts and what you should do your gauge off of. So on this, I want to go back to 1 week. My 1 week return is 7.08%, or $868. Now, if you're using this for income, that may or may not be a good weekly paycheck for yourself if you wanted to be taking money out of this account or your account in order to fund your lifestyle and stuff like that. So you can use your trading account for whatever you want, retirement to as a normal paycheck job or whatever the case may be. So let's go back, and in 1 month I'm down a little bit over the month compared to what I was. So I'm only up 0.55%. So you can see I had a really good week here, and as you can see I was down -8% down here at one point, and then it came back up, and then I was up 8% and then down and then up again. So the stock market does fluctuate. It ebbs and flows like the tide. It goes in and out. So things will be volatile. So you just can't get focused on that too much. And then when I go back for 3 months, you'll see I'm actually down from where I was. And I've been playing around with my trading strategy a little bit. And I'm not going to get into the actual strategies in this video, but you'll see as I talk about different strategies what I did then versus what I'm doing now, how I was playing a lot more risky and now I'm trying to be less risky. And then if I go back to 1 year, it's actually messed up because I took so much money out of my account. There's no, as you can see, there's no relative percentage. It says I'm down 336%, but I'm up $18,000. And I'll get to that in just a second. I'll show you that in just a second. But as you can see way back here, it says I'm down $5,000. And then all of a sudden you see a spike here around February, and it actually spiked back here in January and stuff because this is when I really started playing with options more in depth rather than kind of tinkering around. It was around December to January timeframe, and then February dropped. And then while everyone was worried about losing money in the market when everything first went down this year, that's when I really started making money. See, February up into March 2nd, March 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 9th, and then March 20th and 24th right up through here. And then it kind of went down and then came back up, and then I'm down a little bit right now. But this negativity here that you're seeing, all these negative numbers, I'll get to that in just a second. So let me go ahead and show you that. Let's go to the account and history, and I'm going to go to transfers. And now this, and I'll total this up real quick, but red means I took money out, green means I put money in. So as you can see, I started with a $25 deposit on November 6th of 2019, and then I started with and put another 100 in on December 3rd, another 100 in on December 12th, $5 on December 12th, probably to just be able to take on another trade, and then another $100 because sometimes you can transfer. You have access to money immediately sometimes when you transfer money in, depending on your account, up to like $1,000 generally. So January 8th, you can see I done 2 more deposits there of $100, another deposit on January 30th there, and as we go through, you'll see that all of these are deposits up until now, or up so far, sorry. And then once I get here, after February 20th, I stopped making deposits. And that's about $685, if I remember, if my math is correct there, that I've put in. And then you see on March 2nd, I took out $2,000. And then I took out $2,000 more on March 5th. And then I took out 2,000 more on March 12th, 2,000 more on March 12th, 2,000 more on March 13th, 4,000 on March 18th. And then we'll come to here in a minute. So this is back when I started making all that money. I did not want to give the money back. And that's what some traders have problems with. They don't take their profits and they don't keep their profits. So I did not want to take money that I had won and give it all back. So I took all this money out because I didn't want to do anything too quickly with it. So that money I took out, so it was safe. And then as I started trading a little bit more, you see I went a few months before I ever put any more money back in. So then I put in 6,000, then 300, and then 250. And then now this month I put in another 1,100 back into it to do different plays with. So my actual order history is a little bit complex. You'll see there's tons of it, of plays that I've made over time and everything. So with everything going on there in the orders, I'm not going to try to go through everything, but hopefully that explains the issue with the negative return once we got back here in the 1 year. And then I want to cover one more thing in my wife's account real quick. I'm going to sign in. All right, so now we have my wife's account up, and you can see it's completely different compared to mine. Hers is a newer account. We just set it up the other day. Actually, if I go back, okay, let me cover this real quick. One day, we're up $16.94 or 1.68%. Then on 1 week, we're up 1.69%, and you can see it's flat all the way through here because she didn't have any trades going on all the way up until the 28th, because if we put the money in on the 27th and then I traded on the 28th, and she could have had $67 instead, but I'll cover that in a more in-depth video. And the reason it says that it's $1,000 is because we put $1,000 into it, and I'll show you hers as well on the history for the transfers, just so you can follow along. So I put in 100, and then I put in 900 more on August 28th. That's the only money that's been put into this account. The other $6 is from the free stock that we got. And so the reason I want to talk about percentages is on my account, my 1% gain for the day was 200 and some change. Her 1% is $16. But so which is better when you talk to someone? Hey, I made $16 today, or I made $200 today. Obviously, you would think the $200, but when you flip it around and say, we'll say 1.5%, I made 1.5% return on my account today versus I made 1.5% return on my account. So there's two different ways to look at it. When you have a bigger account, that same percentage return can allot you more money. So do not, if you have a small account, do not get disheartened in the beginning if you have a smaller account. If you have $300 and you're returning $1, or 1%, you're only getting $3. It's not enough to quit your job at, but it will grow. So make sure to not get lost on focusing on the dollar amount versus the percentage amount. So hopefully this video has been helpful. I just wanted to put this out there so that you can see where I've come thus far. I'll go into more depth on the strategies that I used in my account when I made the big plays back in March versus the plays that I've been making from then till now, and how I've now transitioned to have a more steady, safe type of returns with the bulk of my portfolio, and then still have some of the risky plays on the side. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, give it a thumbs up, comment down below with any questions you may have, and I'll catch you in the next